So I want to begin by honoring the Susquehannock people, who were the Iroquoian-speaking Native American nation who lived next to the Susquehanna River and who cared for this land around us for millennia before the settlers arrived. And what we've learned from our Native American brothers and sisters is that the work that we're doing to protect the land has to be done with love, with prayer, and with militancy at the same time. That love, prayer, and militancy go together when we have to defend the earth. I'm here representing Green Justice Philly, a diverse coalition of 20 organizations committed to building a healthy, sustainable, spiritually fulfilling, economically fulfilling life in the Philadelphia region. We've heard a lot about pipelines today, so I won't repeat that, but remember, most of those pipelines are headed towards Philadelphia. They're headed towards Philadelphia because, as has been said, a lot of it is for export. That's right. And Governor Wolf continues to side with the Energy Transfer Partners, the builder. He sides with them over the health, welfare, and the citizens of Pennsylvania. He is violating the very oath of office he took to protect our health and safety. He is in violation of his own oath of office and in violation of our state constitution. Right now in Philadelphia, one of the main struggles is fighting the building of a gas-fueled electric power plant by SEPTA in the Nicetown neighborhood of Philadelphia. This is the focus of a coalition of 50 citizens groups coordinated by 350.org Philly. This plant is unnecessary. There is no need for this plant. It is completely redundant. Why are they building this plant? Because they have to create a market for fracked gas. That's right. And the whole purpose is to satisfy the politicians in this building who are serving their patrons, the Marcus Shale Coalition. It's the Marcus Shale Coalition that runs this building, and we need to stop them. The fossil fuel industry has to create a false demand for the gas that nobody wants. And why are they putting the gas in this area? There are 37,000 people who live within 1 mile of this proposed power plant, an inner city community, overwhelmingly poor and people of color. That's why it's in that community. Racism, this is a clear case of environmental racism. This is the neighborhood with the highest rate of childhood asthma in Philadelphia. 1 in 3 children in this neighborhood already has asthma. That's 4 times the national average. That is environmental racism. And Philadelphia is already the 3rd worst city in the country for people with asthma. So we call on SEPTA to stop building that power plant. And if you happen to be in Philadelphia next Tuesday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, come with us to a hearing calling for the canceling of the permit to build that power plant. SEPTA can use renewable energy to fuel its fleet now. Together we can win this. Also in Philadelphia, the Earthquaker Action Team and Power Philadelphia are working to have our major energy supplier, PECO, increase their solar energy and to source it locally, providing good jobs and opportunities for community ownership. Together we can win. The largest source of air pollution in Philadelphia is the refinery owned by Philadelphia Energy Solutions. Boo! PES has not invested in pollution control infrastructure, and again, environmental racism in a poor neighborhood of people overwhelmingly of color. Outrageously right now, PES, while under Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, has just entered into an agreement with the EPA that relieves it of $300 million of obligations under the Renewable Fuel Program. So the EPA is acting in collusion with PES to further poison the people of Philadelphia. Phil Rinaldi, the former CEO of PES, was famous for saying he wanted to turn Philadelphia into Houston on the Delaware. One of his plans was to build a new oil and gas terminal in the Port of Philadelphia to export fracked fuel and fracked gas. Green Justice Philly, working with frontline community groups and the Longshoremen's Union and other labor groups, managed to stop it. We, the people, are capable of stopping the rapacious extraction industry when we work together in broad-based coalitions. Together we can win. Green Justice Philly has just launched the Solar Justice Philly program, urging the mayor to generate at least 30% of the electricity that the city uses from the rooftops of government-owned buildings and neighborhood installations around the city that will provide good jobs at union wages and will hire people that demographically represent our city. We need renewable energy now, and we need the state and the city to invest in it instead of investing in fossil fuel infrastructure. We need to understand that this is a moral issue. This is an issue of protecting the earth. We are obligated to protect the earth. Our species has been destroying it, and now it is our sacred obligation to protect the earth. A great Buddhist teacher, Thich Nhat Hanh, was asked by his disciples, what is the most important thing to do right now? And his response was, listen to the earth crying. The earth is crying real tears. We need to hear those tears and feel those tears in our heart. And then we need to act. We need to do whatever is necessary to protect life, to protect the earth, our home, our mother. What legacy do we bequeath our children and grandchildren if we leave them a devastated planet? The air we breathe gives us energy. I'd like everyone please to take one full deep breath, breathing in the energy of life, breathing in the energy of everyone around us. And now exhale that breath. And now when we inhale again, we're inhaling everybody else's breath, everybody else's energy. Because it is together, by blending our energies with blending our energies of the trees that are also breathing, together we can act on our sacred obligation to protect the earth and all living things. And I am honored to introduce Laura Magley of Physicians for Social Responsibility. PSR has done an amazing job studying what the health effects of fracking are and the health effects of the extraction industry. And after the rally today, we will be presenting that report to the governor's office. And thank you so much for the work that you have done.